One more year. Give me just one more year. Ineos have done it. He has caused a lot of controversy among many a United supporters. Okay, just a few. Some are saying he's too old, let him go. Others are saying no, let him let him stay around for at least one more season. Well, finally, Ineos have offered him a contract. Meanwhile, Harry Redknapp, a respected manager in English football, now retired, well, he has broken and spilled the beans. Welcome again. Like, share, and subscribe to the United Road Sport as we get into this evening update. Well, here is where should I start? Guys, let me start from here. You think you like Erik Ten Hag? You think you like Manchester United? Let me show you what it means liking Manchester United. These are fans of Manchester United from Uganda. Look at that. This is for me a winner. On the 16th of June, they have organized what they have called FA Cup celebrations. Rukunjiri Manchester United FA Cup celebrations. Now, what they are going to do, of course, you have to pay, you have to part with 40,000 Uganda shillings. But here is the interesting bit. The opening football match, I don't know whether you see it, it's going to be between pro Erik Ten Hag and anti Ten Hag. So those who love Erik Ten Hag will be facing off with those who don't like Erik Ten Hag. I honestly don't know where I would play. I don't know which side would you play for, would you root for. Meanwhile, who do you think would win that match? Pro Erik Ten Hag and anti Erik Ten Hag on the 16th of June. You can imagine the love for Manchester United. That's why I tell you guys, mental health is real. People get their mental health messed up because of football, because of Manchester United. That's why these Ineos guys should always make the right decisions for the fans, because like Sir Jim Ratcliffe said it when he just arrived, the club belongs to the supporters. So visit Uplift Causes and check out what they do. They power this video again. Of course, visit the website www.upliftcauses.org and check out that mental health talk right there. But let's get into the news. Well, he has been given an offer to stay by a further 1 year. That is none other than Jonny Evans. Now, when he came at Manchester United from Leicester City, he was just stopping by at a former club, his boyhood club, to just try and keep fit and warm up as he figures out what next he's going to do. Somehow, because of the issues that Erik Ten Hag had, he's like, you know what? Johnny, I have injuries. I don't have good centre backs in the team. Harry Maguire is, doing as bad as they can get. Come and play for us for just one season, please. They paid him £60,000 per week, and he played for 1 year. Trust me, he has been one of our best players when he was fit. He has been one of our best players, Jonny Evans. Now, we thought it is done, but guess what? Ineos are planning to give him a new offer, according to Tyrell Marshall. This is a writer with Manchester United Evening News. Now, I honestly, first of all, feel good for Jonny Evans. I love Jonny Evans. I love the person. Having met him, I mean, at Carrington, drives his car, his Audi, and is the one calling us, come, signing autographs with people, and holding a conversation and smiling at us. What a humble human being. Johnny, Bruno, Tom Heaton, and Rasmus Højlund are the most humble characters you will find in this Man United team. Now, these are reports suggesting he has been offered a new contract. Now, it's up to him to stay or not. I like the fact that, well, it's a good gesture. But on the other side, I look at it and I'm thinking, well, what's Ineos doing? We've been excited and buzzing, hoping to get new centre backs in. Because even if Johnny has surprisingly been one of our better defenders, he has been injured because of age. I mean, the guy is turning 37. He has been, injured in and out of the team. And I'm saying, shouldn't we are rebuilding? Shouldn't we be moving on from these old timers? Well, another person will say, we need a bit of experience. We cannot build the team on only kids. We need experienced players. Well and good. Is the Jonny Evans 37-year-old experience? Tom Heaton is in there. Tom Huddleston. Is this the experience we need? Well, again, it's subject to debate. But because I don't want to go to sound so biased about Johnny, because I'll leave it at that. Let me leave it for you. I'll put the question to you. Do you think it is a good move for us to keep Jonny Evans when we know we need about 2 centre backs? Do we need him around? Or if he stays, does it mean we let go of Harry Maguire? Give me your opinion about that. Maybe Maguire's fitness is becoming a big problem that Ineos might want to let go of him because he was not even in the Euros team. Well, let me know what you think about Jonny Evans. But let's talk about Erik Ten Hag. Harry Redknapp, a respected English manager, in an interview yesterday said something I hinted on for a long time. I've been hinting, I insisted, I told you that I think Ineos are holding out for Gareth Southgate. Harry Redknapp said exactly the same thing. Now, Harry Redknapp, being a retired, respected manager in English football, would not go around just shouting and saying stuff without, a proper source. He said he thinks Ineos want he would have he wants personally. He say for him, he says he would love Erik Ten Hag to stay, but he said he thinks Ineos wants Gareth Southgate, and they are waiting to see what happens in the Euros for them to make a decision on Erik Ten Hag. If depending on what happens in the Euros, they are saying exactly the things I said. They are going to hold out until after the Euros, how England performs, and then they will fire Erik Ten Hag and hire Gareth Southgate. This is Harry Redknapp saying this. I'm just reporting what he said. That interview is there on YouTube if you want to watch it. I think I was talking to Sky. So, guys, this is the Ineos we're talking about. But I think about it and every day I'm thinking, if these guys want to sack Erik Ten Hag, yet they are excited by the players that Erik Ten Hag I gave an opportunity in the senior team, the Garnachos, the Hoylands, the Cobbies, Johnny Evans now, who was just warming, who just stopped by, trained with the team in preseason, and Erik Ten Hag was moved by his levels and requested him to be part of the team. And now they are saying he should stay. In their review, they saw that it's worth staying. Whichever experts that are brought in, shouldn't they be? Rewarding Erik Ten Hag with a new contract, just to show respect that most of the things he touched were right. He can't be all right. Certain things don't go well, even for the best managers ever. Certain things go wrong, but again, they seem to be sold. According to Harry now, I'll quote him because you love it when you quote the names you've heard or you know. Harry Redknapp is saying Ineos want Gareth Southgate. Well, whether that's good news or not, I think your guess will always be as good as mine. But the reality is, certain things that are being revealed show that Erik Ten Hag deserves some bit of credit, some bit of appreciation. He doesn't get enough considering what he went through. Does he have weaknesses? Certainly he has. But what would be the humane thing to do? Ineos have got to decide. Well, the clock is ticking. We are waiting. Shall we have to wait until after the Euros? Because this week also seems to be going without a pronunciation. Every day it's becoming clear that probably they are waiting for the Euros to appoint Gareth Southgate. I think without a shadow of a doubt, Gareth Southgate is the most unpopular choice to many. To me, he's better than a few others, but to many Man United supporters, I don't think Man United supporters have shelled Gareth Southgate's links to Man United than they have any other manager who've been linked with. And there are so many, including the Borussia Dortmund manager now. I saw a certain baby report suggesting the same. So, guys, I don't know exactly what Ineos are up to, but clearly they are all over the place. Their strategy might be a pain, and it could only be seen by those who can endure. You need to endure, and to be able to endure, your mental health has got to be right. Because I'll tell you where we are headed, mental health is extremely going to be important. That's why Uplift Causes is there. Visit www.upliftcauses.org and check out the work they do supporting the mental health of young people in Africa, in Uganda, and all neighboring countries, because young people have got a lot they are going through. I remember on the final day of the Premier League, there is an Arsenal supporter somewhere I think in Uganda or Kenya, who hanged himself. They said it was because of Arsenal failing to win the Premier League. I remember when Arsenal beat Man United, of course, that's always their title. Somewhere in Jinja, in Uganda, there were lots of supporters who some were arrested because of the processions they held in the town without consent from the police. I read that somewhere. Then, football just messes us up. This season, I'm sure the mental health of many United supporters globally has been terrible. So, mental health is real. Talk to someone. Women want to feel macho, but we end up committing suicide at the faster rate than even the women. So, talk to someone. Find people around you can talk to and let out things, even if it's Manu. Talk about Manu, not with your wife, of course. Be smart. Don't be have wisdom, my dear. Have wisdom. Don't talk about football all night with your wife. Otherwise, you won't have. I think football is the faster is the faster rival of a woman in a marriage. So don't talk about football with your wife. Either do it with your son or friends. Get friends with whom you can talk about if money and Ineos are giving you headache. But don't try to bottle stuff up. Otherwise, you will either explode, which would be the better option. The worst is you not exploding. It mounts in you, and boom, you get suicidal thoughts. It can happen. Mental health is real. Take care of your mental health. Go talk to someone, seek help. Trust you me, this world will be a better place. My name is Webb. Subscribe to the United Hotspot, like and share, but drop down in the comments section and let me know whether you think it is a good idea. It is a good sign. It shows that they have a proper game plan. If Ineos are thinking of keeping, at this point in time, Johnny Evans for another year, then what has changed? What are they changing? Wow. I'll catch you later, fam.